Yo, what's up everyone? Just wanted to do a quick video for suicide awareness and mental health awareness, and I thought I would do a quick explanation on the 5 hindrances. So the 5 hindrances is a chapter from the Satipatthana. The Satipatthana is the main text written by the Buddha. I have one of the copies here, Satipatthana. This is a translation from Thachin Hearn, who's another really profound teacher of Buddha Dharma. And I just want to say quickly, this is not a complete explanation of what depression is or a cure, but I think it will resonate with a lot of people, and it does help give a lot of insight into what might be going on for a lot of people. And so the 5 hindrances, these are like 5 stages that we go through, but it can also be really helpful to imagine it as one energy that's transforming through a cycle. So the first hindrance is desire. This is basically just desiring for something other than what is taking place right now. And desire is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, you could say that fundamentally everything that we do is out of desire. But I think it's more about how much of what we desire is a grasping or a searching for something to fill the void of our own dissatisfaction and unhappiness. And so when that desire is not fulfilled, that creates a certain matrix of tensions throughout the body. And if we're not aware of this, then we have a tendency to start looking into our external world and blaming something in our external world for how we feel. This is easily done. And that leads to the second hindrance, which is ill will and anger. Anger and frustration. And this is very draining. This drains a lot of our life force energy and leads to the third hindrance, which is like a really tired, lethargic kind of meh, like a real meh to life. And any kind of energy that we have left kind of pushes at the dam of that and leads to the fourth hindrance, which is restlessness and worry, which is a dangerous place to be. And so when we're in this phase of restlessness and worry, it's very important that we come out of that and become present again and pull ourselves out, ground ourselves. And if we don't, it leads to the fifth hindrance, which is closed-minded skepticism with varying degrees of depression, which is very interesting that they understood this 2,500 years ago. Interesting insight. And when we're in this fifth hindrance of a closed-minded depression, we also have the tendency to then reach out for another desire and start the whole process again. And so there's a few take-homes we can really take from that. Doesn't necessarily cure the cycle, but to just bring awareness to it. This is kind of the beauty of Buddhism. It's profound in its simplicity, in that it always just brings us back to that balancing point of mindfulness and becoming the observer to what is going on. So simply acknowledging or recognizing whether we're in the fifth hindrance or the fourth hindrance, we can start to see what's going on with ourselves. And the first step to healing really is awareness. And we can start having a little bit more hope that we understand our own cycle better and we have a better chance of breaking it. And the other thing I wanted to say was, when we talk about the second hindrance and really feeling this kind of frustration and anger, or even the restlessness, and how that is draining our life force energy, and really when we're in that depressed state, we really are drained of that energy that makes us feel alive. Just looking at that energy and what it is, without getting into that, I think what's really important is how we maintain that and how we can actually uplift ourselves. And that really brings us back to the foundation of our body. Our body is always the foundation. That's why it's so important to eat the right food, move your body, get the right fluids in, trying to avoid toxic food, which is going to make things much worse. So that's looking at things from a holistic standpoint so that we don't fall into that lethargic place. So yeah, I hope this was a good insight for somebody, and yeah, much love.